everybody, and welcome to Gems with me, Curry Glassell. I'm so delighted to be here, and wow, so many huge changes in my life and in the world. And how are you guys doing out there? Are you changing? Are you rearranging? Are you like going, putting your feet in the sand, going, wait, everything's moving too fast? Or are you like, all right, let's just not make this significant. Let's go forward. So what's been going on with me, and hopefully this will be uh, a joyful input into your lives, is actually two things. One, not stopping myself. Have y'all ever stopped yourself? What does that look like? What the heck am I talking about? What that looks like is, so you're moving, you're on this conscious path, things are coming together, not just in your job, in your personal life, in your relationship life. All things are seeming to be smooth. You're going forward, plans are happening, and you're on your way to a class, and in the rearview mirror, there's a cop, and you get stopped. And they pull you over and you're like, what's happening here? Was I really speeding or not? Well, the thing is, yes, cops are not always the friendliest group of people. But when they get in their mind, and there's a certain time of month, and it's usually the very end of the month, the very last day of the month, if you guys don't know this, that almost all police forces are out to look for any small thing they can do to get tickets, because they have a quota they have to perform and they have to turn in at the end of the day. So the one day you don't want to speed is the last day of the month. Just a heads up there, folks. So, so I know this person that this occurred to, and getting stopped when you're on your way to creating your life. I mean, how annoying is that? And then it's like, you're sure that it's not your fault, because, I mean, everybody getting off the freeway. I mean, who slows down immediately from exiting the freeway at 65 to 40? I mean, who does that, right? I mean, there's so many excuses for outside forces being the reason we can't move forward, or the reason we contract and make ourselves small, or the reason that we can't be the greatness of us, or we can't step into the next 10 paces, which would be just beyond what's going to create the greatest joy of our whole life. Whether it's in our careers, whether it's in our personal lives, whether it's in our path to a more conscious way of living. If we allow that outside force to be like, oh, they hate me, the world hates me, the world is prejudiced. Okay, so that's like a really great victim attitude. And you can do that, of course, because that's what we all tend to do, until we get this information, which I'm now giving you, that perhaps you had something to do with creating what occurred that morning. And perhaps it was even you just went unconscious for 10 seconds. You just didn't bother looking at the speedometer. You just thought, wow, everything's rosy and beautiful. And where's the question in everything's rosy and beautiful? This is it. This is how we get stopped, and we think that someone is bigger and greater than us, when in fact your choice to be unconscious for 10 seconds could very easily lead you into 100,000 years of pain and suffering. I can tell you this because I've actually had that occur to me time and time again. And I have so tried to blame it on outside forces, the invisible galactic force. Or no, we used to have a word for it years ago. We tried to make it as insignificant as possible by calling it the invisible adversary forces, the IAF. So this group of us came up with this, like, so, okay, how do we make this insignificant, laugh at ourselves, and just move on, right? So we're like, did the IAF get you? I mean, seriously, did it? Okay. So if you're ever like wanting some comic relief from your own stupidity, just say the IAF did it because, you know, the invisible adversary forces are out there right to get you. So that helped me a lot. That helped my friends a lot. And we were able to move on because making stuff significant, even if it's like getting stopped for a ticket or it's your past. Ooh, that. When you make your past significant, you stop the joy of the present and the possibilities of the future. I can tell you this because I'm the queen of significance. And let me tell you one little piece of information. So if as a child you were not noticed very much by your parental units, or they liked your older sister or older brother better than you, maybe they didn't like them, maybe that's not fair to say, maybe they just related to them, and then it was like, oh, who are you? If for any reason you were felt ignored in your life, it would be really normal for you to begin to create yourself as more significant, and everything you did more significant, more dense, more intense, more solid, just to freaking get attention. The problem with that lies in that when you make your problems significant, then they become significant. Bigger than you, bigger than the whole world. And if your problems are bigger than you and bigger than the whole world, how in the heck are you going to get through them, over them, get past them, get around them, or even look at them and laugh at them? Therein lies the rub with making things significant. So again, I'm going to encourage you to come up with a nickname for all your problems that you think are outside of you, because in fact, who can stop you other than you? This is really, really, really true. We stop ourselves. We are the grand and glorious creators of the good, the bad, and the ugly in our life. We are the ones who say, no! And then guess what? All the opportunities the universe can think of to help sustain and get behind and support that no start to work. It's like this, like gossip, you know, one person whispers to one person whispers to another person, and the next thing the whole universe is saying, she wants to stop, she wants to stop. Okay, how can we help her stop? See, it's the IAF, those invisible adversary forces at work again to stop you. Or it could be you choosing to not move forward because of whatever reason or justification you happen to have at that moment. And that's okay. You know, it's all okay. What I'd like you to do is to question, am I stopping myself in a way and I'm blaming others or outside surroundings for it? And if you are, such an easy solution. You just go, wow, all the energy I'm using to stop myself, pocket and pot all that. Use those Asian superheroes. They are there for this moment in time. You just go to the point of creation and the point of destruction, which is the pocket and pot of that, and you change it. You may have to do it several thousand times in 60 seconds, but do it as much as you can. Be willing to destroy and create your own point of view, your own significance of you and all that has been in the past. And then you will give yourself a blank slate and a new door and a new possibility and a whole new world for your future. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to find me. I'm on Facebook, and you can find me, Curry Glassell, and would love to talk to you about it. Would love to see you in a class one day. Have a great, great, great freaking day, and may the force be with you.